the Saturday Night House Party with Andy and JJ on Flip Flop Live Radio.
Well, folks, we are with Camron Dudley. Camron is with the group Cat5, and Camron, you are nominated this year for the Carolina Beach Music Awards yet again for Instrumentalist. Congratulations, sir.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'm always honored to be in a group of people that they select for that, man. It's always great players, and there's some great ones in there this year, man, and good luck to all of them. We got 3 drummers in there this year.
Is that so? 3 drummers this year. Wow.
Yeah. It's great, man. That's awesome.
It's good to see the guys with the sticks getting some love every once in a while, isn't it?
That's right, man. They keep us hid in the back. They have to get us out there every now and again.
And sometimes they even put the plexiglass around you.
Yes, sir. I think we need it nowadays.
Well, that's true. You might be on to something. Speaking of, I guess while we're talking about plexiglass and things like that, how have the last couple months been for you guys?
Well, it's been a difficult year, man. Not just for us, but for I think anybody in the entertainment industry, especially in North Carolina. It's just been tough. We have, though, the last couple of months, including part of November, we've had quite a few gigs. We've had a couple weekends where we played 2, which has been unheard of since March the 14th. So it's slim pickings from here on out.
Yeah.
We've got a few more in November and a couple of gigs in December, and January's not looking great, and but a lot of things from this year that canceled and got postponed. We moved them into next year, so hopefully things will loosen up a little and people feel comfortable, to start calling and booking and maybe get some things going. I sure hope so.
Yeah, well, with the news of this vaccine that's been here recent with the 90% effective rate, maybe maybe they'll get that out, and maybe we'll be as close to normal as we possibly can by summertime next year.
Yes, sir. That would be great, man. We sure have missed seeing everyone and doing the live shows. We've been fortunate to have a lot of things outside. Of course, the weather right now is getting ready to change on us a little, so that kind of slows it down a little bit.
Well, Cat5 is also up this year for Group of the Year. Now, last year you guys were nominated, or you won rather, for the Rising Star. So even though you're quote unquote kind of a new band, you guys have been sticking together. You're certainly veterans in the beach music scene. Tell us about some of the members of the band.
Well, man, I tell you, I'm probably the weak link, to be honest. Jerry West up front, vocals and guitar, many years with Sugar Creek, and then a lot of years with the Band of Oz. And then Glenn Tippett there, keyboard, sax, acoustic guitar, vocals, many years with Tim Clark Band, and then was with Coastline for I think 16 years, I believe GT told me. And Tim Sidden, he was at the Carolina Opry for years, and then was with Hip Pocket for quite a few years, and him on keyboard and vocal. And, our brother Tuff, Hugh Blanton, who we started out with, and on bass and vocal, and he had unfortunately lost his battle, with cancer this year. But his friend Billy Darr, they're friends for years, had been filling in with us during Tuff's, treatments and things like that. And so Billy has, stepped in. He was already filling in for Tuff, so we've just kind of kept him in the mix. And Billy has played many years with many bands. He was with Heartbreaker, a Heart tribute band, for years. And so just enjoying having him on bass and doing some vocal work. And so, man, it's, as you say, it's many years of music and performance in that band.
Rising Star feels kind of weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, and honestly, we caught a little flack over that. I think some people were not happy that we got nominated, and understandable. I get it. we have been around the scene, but as a group, it's a new group.
Look, exactly. You're that's just it. It's great you guys were nominated. It's great you guys won, and for Group of the Year, I think you have a strong shot this year as well.
Well, I tell you what, again, just like the instrumentalists of the year, it's a lot of great bands in there this year, and I know everybody's had their challenges this year, so. Kudos to whoever takes that home. It's well deserved to make it through 2020 and take home Group of the Year, man.
Now, with all that said, have you been able to stay in touch with fans?
We've had a lot of fans, man, who have stayed in touch with us, either phone calls or text or emails or Facebook posts, just anything, and they've been more than supportive through all this. I think they realize and are sympathetic to not just us, but all of the musicians, especially for the bands who are doing it full time. Yeah. It's just, man, I mean, it's been a challenge. You got to work, you got to make a living, you got to still try to play, and man, and we really appreciate. They send us upbeat things and keep us looking forward to getting back out and playing for them.
It's a hard thing to juggle all those. It really is, and it's always I'm sure those words of encouragement, as you said, they're just a wonderful thing that keeps you going. And you guys, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you. Instrumentalist nomination, and then also for the band. Camron, before I let you go, one thing I want to ask you. You want to do a Flip Flop Live Cowboys report every Sunday, or you just want to skip this year?
Oh, man, I tell you what, if we could maybe pick that up next year when Dak gets back.
Okay, all right. Well,
I'll tell you what, if we do it this year, we might have to get one of those language filters put on the.
Well, I have a 5-second delay I can install.
Do you? Yeah. Now, if you put that on, I would do it, because man, otherwise it's probably going to tarnish my any good qualities I have left.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, Camron is a big Cowboys fan, so I had to give him a little bit of flack, even though my team doesn't still have a nickname yet. But
the only good news out of that is it's a funny story. Some of the people who know me close, they know the story, but growing up, I had an uncle, my mom's brother. He's a funny guy, man, and he showed up one day at my house. I was maybe 7 or 8, and he wanted to, he's always encouraging me just to play and just be in sports and do things. And he shows up at the house with 2 posters he wanted me to put in my room. One of them was the Farrah Fawcett poster with the red bathing suit on. I mean, it's an iconic poster.
The Farrah Fawcett poster. Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah. So
all right,
we put that one on the back of the bedroom door to hide it from my mother. And then the other one was a huge Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders poster with them in a line, and they're the older Cowboys uniforms back in the 70s. And man, I've told everybody, they're like, man, how'd you start liking the Cowboys? I'm like, hey man, my uncle bought me this poster, and so I would go on and watch the ball games, because back in the day they used to show the cheerleaders.
Right. Yeah.
They used to always show the cheerleaders during commercial break and halftime. And I said, so yeah, that's pretty much how I started liking the Cowboys.
Camron, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck, and hope to see you in the not too distant future.
Yes, sir. Well, thanks for having me on, man, and good luck to everyone that's nominated, and I appreciate you talking to me.